right there. White tries to double the ball. That's not in the defensive program, and McDaniels sees his back turn and one-hand hammer.
All right, we're back with another one-player, one-game breakdown. In the last video, I featured Miles Bridges, and now I will take a deeper look into another Charlotte Hornet and the impact he made in one game this season. I've decided to spotlight Jalen McDaniels, 52nd overall pick for the Charlotte Hornets in the 2019 draft. His contract was converted into a two-way and spent most of his time in Greensboro. In the 31 games with the Swarm, McDaniels averaged 16 points, 8 rebounds, and shot the ball at a 37.6 clip from behind the arc. He appeared in 16 games for the Hornets and showed some of the same shooting and rebounding chops at the NBA level. His length, athleticism helps him bother opponents when he's on the defensive side. He still needs to improve his feel for the game as he thinks his way through the offensive sets, and filling out his body would do wonders in becoming a more physical player. I focused on the March 3rd game against the Spurs for Jalen McDaniels. While it wasn't his highest scoring output of the season, he filled up the stat sheet and showed a little bit of everything. So let's jump in and take a look at what he brought to the table in this game versus San Antonio. This first clip starts with Jalen McDaniels clearing to the opposite corner on a post-up by Hernan Gomez. He sneaks in front of Lonnie Walker and is in great position for this putback. One of McDaniels' biggest strengths was on the offensive glass this season, where he had a 5.4 offensive rebounding percentage and had 5 in this game alone. A little bit of good and a little bit of bad on this possession by McDaniels. After setting a drag screen in transition, he finds himself in the corner. He passes up the opportunity to feed PJ in the post, and despite the miss, his length does help him get off this shot. The most exciting play from Jalen comes on this possession. He grabs the rebound and works the dribble pitch action with PJ here. As the attention is on PJ Washington, he slips behind White and gets the backdoor dunk.
Right there, White tries to double the ball. That's not in the defensive program, and McDaniels sees his back turn.
This next possession comes on a switch onto White. He doesn't take himself out of the play with the quicker guard. He bodies and contests him and forces the miss at the end of the quarter. This next possession could have been a clean alley-oop if the pass came a little bit sooner, but he runs in transition, gets behind Murray. He doesn't get the pass when he wants it, but he doesn't give up and gets a couple of offensive rebounds for this putback. Here's a scrappy play by McDaniels. He has a good dribble drive, loses his balance a little bit, but still has the wherewithal to make the cross-court pass to the corner. He comes back on the court to make an assist for Cody Martin for a 3. Here's another huge late-game offensive rebound and assist from Jalen McDaniels. He kicks it out to PJ Washington, cutting the lead to 3. Here's probably the most impressive defensive possession by Jalen McDaniels here. After getting switched on to DeRozan, he doesn't leave his feet on his patented sidestep, and he helps off and contests Murray's shot late in the quarter here. Despite the make, it was a very good defensive possession. McDaniels finished that game with just 6 points, but had 9 rebounds and 5 assists to fill out the box score. In this game, you often found him standing in the corner, waiting to make his cut, trying to get a feel for the game, but despite not touching the ball a ton, he got involved in crashing the offensive boards. He didn't hit a single three-pointer in this game either, but he has shown that that is something that is in his game. Combine all of that with his presence as a lanky defensive pest on the perimeter, and you have a young player that, if he can put it all together, can find more consistent time on the NBA level.